You want a piece of me, of Ironhide? Come at me.
Arise, Rodimus Prime. Optimus.
Rodimus Bill here, and today we're going to do Transformers Studio Series number 14, Ironhide, from the original Transformers movie. First we'll look at the package. There it is, number 14. You got a picture of Ironhide on the front. Studio Series Autobot Ironhide from the original Transformers movie. Transformers logo, Generations, Takara and Tommy. You get the window on the front. Got some cool artwork here. It says Voyager class. And on the back, it's just got Ironhide. And it says big screen inspired scale detail backdrop. Let's see, Transformers Autobot Ironhide, Mission City Battle, 27 steps, and it says build the cast, Starscream, Megatron, and Optimus. Backdrop included. Alright, and there is the Ironhide box. Now let's get this guy out of the package and see what we've got. And here is Ironhide right out of the package. And first, before we do anything, we're going to look at the instruction booklet. It is your basic Studio Series 14 red and gray instruction booklet. Now, this instruction booklet I found was one of the worst. It really doesn't tell you exactly what to do. But there it is in 27 steps. It shows you how to install the guns in car mode and then how to install them in vehicle mode or robot mode. Next, we're going to take a look at the weapons. He comes with 2 weapons. Here is one of them. I do like how they've got the black mold of the truck to match the weapon, and it is silver and gray. And notice all these are black, and you got 4 which is silver. Now I've seen other reviewers have the same paint theme, so it's not just mine, it's all of them. And there is and then you have a peg here to install it, and this is the peg that in car mode. And here's the other one. Again, you got that black molding that matched the truck. It is very nice and detailed. I mean, they really did a good job of these. Definitely different than the original ones. You got gray, silver, and black. And you can put these together in car mode. Let's see. Oh, you got this tab right there. Oops. And you just plug these together and you can use them in car mode. Now, for Ironhide, here he is. Let's take a look at his face sculpt. This is supposed to peg in here, but mine don't like to. Alright, he's got blue eyes, he's got silver, he's black, he's got a very nice head sculpt, very reminiscent of the movie. Let's see, you can tell he's got the Autobot symbol there. He's black, he's got some silver, orange lights, he's black, he's gray. All in all, he's a very, very molded character. There's some of the details. You can see the wheels. This is actually the top of the hood, how they fold in. It's very nice. Again, he's got the wraparound doors like he did in the original. The legs are very detailed, but they're one piece. This is part of the problem in vehicle mode because the legs are so intricately detailed, and I will show you later. Especially keep an eye on this piece right here. There it is. There's the side of him. He doesn't have that much of a backpack. Let's see, there's more of these. He's got the red tail lights. So all in all, he's a very nice figure. I think Hasbro did a super job on him. I actually picked mine up at Target, but if you look below in the link, I've got a link to Amazon.com where you can purchase this figure at and help me out a great deal. I appreciate it. And to install the weapons, you have these ports right here. And what you do is you just pop them on. And you could pop this guy on. And there is Ironhide, all armored up. Now, we're just going to do a quick comparisons first. This is the 2007 Ironhide. Now, this guy is also a monster transformed. See, in 2007, they had where when you move one piece, a lot of pieces also move in with him. And this Ironhide, the arms were a little difficult on this figure to transform. You just had to get him just right. But this was my favorite Ironhide figure, like I said, and now this is my favorite one. And that is how those two compare. Now, since he is a studio series and he was in the first movie, we're going to bring in Jazz. That is how Jazz compares. Now, these studio series figures are meant to be scaled in robot mode. So that is Jazz, not vehicle mode, which you will see later on. Now, I know this wasn't part of the Transformers movie, but this is the new Bumblebee Volkswagen from Bumblebee, and that is how those guys scale. This is the Optimus Prime from Revenge of the Fallen, which was the same Optimus from the first movie. Now, these are both Voyager figures, and Optimus is a tad bigger. So, I'm not really sure how this scales movie-wise, but Ironhide was a little more bulky than Optimus, so these might be just right. And here is a deluxe Stinger from Age of Extinction. And we're going to do Megatron from Revenge of the Fallen, the Cybertronian tank. And he's a lot bigger than Ironhide. And that is all for comparisons. Now let's do some transformation. Oh, first we'll do some articulation. Now his head only moves side to side. Very little up and down. Now the arms, they're on a swivel joint, so you can move them up and down like this. You can move them like that. He does have an elbow swivel like that. He's got 90 degrees at the elbow, and the hands do rotate 360 degrees. He's got no waist articulation, and here's the other arm. Goes out like that. Leg, he can kick up, maybe 90 degrees. Back, the smokestacks prevent him from going 90 degrees. Knee bend, almost 90 degrees. And the foot, he's got a little foot action like that. And that is Ironhide. A very nice Studio Series figure. Now for transforming. Let's just get a lot of things on this guy are very tight, which I like. I'd rather it be very tight than loose. But he does have his flaws, which we will get to soon. Alright, first things first. Unpeg the doors, peg into these bars right here. Unpeg these. Now the top of the car, this unpeg, so pull this down. These do peg in, so you can just peg these out for right now. Pull this down. Now we can work on the feet real quick. So got all that stuff out of the way. So on the feet. What you want, I like how these slide in right there. You got the little slot, and this just slides in. So pull that out. As you rotate the foot, this way, you got to rotate this. So as you rotate the foot, rotate this, rotate the foot, rotate that. That snaps into there. And swing the tire around. Other side, pull it out there. As you rotate the foot, pull this down. You have to rotate the foot more. Pull that down. Rotate the tire. And you can snap these together. There's the Autobot symbol it makes in the very back of the trunk. There. And these have little slots. And now he's done as a car. Now, you come up on here. What you want to do is move this out of the way, and you could pull this down for right now. Now, the tires do are angled in, so you got to pull these straight out. Pull the tires, straighten the tires out. You know what, let's do this first. And just, you want to move. Oh, this thing's in the way. And so you just want to, alright, first we're going to do the hood then. What you want to do is bring this little piece, folds down. Alright, let's go back to this tire again. Alright, first you want to make sure the tires are even. They do fold in and they tab in. Mine just got stuck. I said mine's very tight. So once you get the tires out of the way, what you can do now is rotate these. Now these do peg in here. So you unpeg here and you push these. Oh, these little areas, these little silver things, I always forget these little silver parts. You gotta bolt in. There. Tires are straight. Looks like now the tires are straight. You can move these up to get them situated, and you go to the front. Now these are on a double thing, so you gotta swivel them up, snap them together, and these tabs will go right underneath here. So snap that guy in, snap that guy in. Okay. Now this is the waist piece I mentioned before, and the feet. That all stuff is going to be visible when he's in the car mode. Okay, so go to the arms. Now, the arms, I like to open the doors and move these arms like that. Whoops. There. So when you close this down, you're going to have tabs here that slide in here, and you're going to have two tabs here. So you want to bring the top of the car down, and then you want to slide this in here like that. Slide this one in here. Okay, so now that's all done. Now, you'll notice there's a tab here, and there's that little slot here where the weapons go to. So now you want to close that up. Now, there's a tab here and a slot right there. Now these, you just gotta line them up, and you gotta squeeze hard, and it locks the car in. Let's move the camera down a little. There. So now he locks in pretty good. That's all sealed up. That's the sealed up. Front. I'll plug these back in again. And there is, oops. Then you just gotta fix them. And there is Ironhide. Now I'll take a close up. There is the GMC. It does say road armor there, and it says road armor here. It's got the red letters GMC. It's got yellow lights. It's got a winch right there. You can see some windshield wipers. There is Ironhide's head. He's looking through the window. You got this nice orange on the lights, and even the roof is nice how it's textured. I have a 4-door black pickup truck, not like this, but it's still. And the roof is just like that. You got side view mirrors. You got some silver here. You got some black rims. You got that see-through clear smoke. The smokestacks are gray. The original ones were black, and they're a lot taller. There is the 4x4 symbol. In the back, you got the Autobot logo on the trunk. You got license plate where it looks like. You got the red lights. 4x4, and again, here's the only Autobot symbol there is in the vehicle. And there is Ironhide. Now, this is my problem with this figure. This is the waist, and this is the feet. You can't hide any of that stuff. That's just the way he is. Now, on the original truck, you had the option of putting these here, which basically covered everything up. But in this one, so you got all that kibble on the bottom, as some reviewers like to say, which kind of takes away from the car mode, because other than that, he is a beautiful car mode. That, and a little gap right there, but all in all, I mean, he rolls pretty good. He's a nice truck. I love this pickup truck. Now, here you have these. You have the small pegs, and the tabs, and the large tabs. The small tabs will fit right here. This one doesn't really fit on that side, and you can do it like that. Or, when you put them together, that's when you use the larger tab. That small tab. No, there's the larger tab. So what you can do is, there you go. You can put these together, and now it just fits on one tab on the right hand side, and that is how that one fits. So all in all, it's a little different from the original one. The original one had all the weapons underneath, but this one's got it in the back. And that is Ironhide. Now let's for some comparisons. And now we're going to do some vehicle comparisons. First, we're going to do 2007 Ironhide. And I noticed these are both deluxes, but the old deluxe is a lot bigger. There it is. There you go. There's the front. Here is the side and the back. And side by side. Now, I do like how the old one did have the weapons attached on the bottom. I kind of wish they would have done that here, because they could have got rid of a lot of this kibble, a lot of this unnecessary stuff. But all in all, I think this is a big improvement. This was my favorite Ironhide figure before this guy came along, and now it's this guy. And that is the Ironhide. Next, we'll bring in Jazz from also 2007. He's a little smaller, but that's because he's a lot smaller car compared to a big four-door truck. This is Stinger from Age of Extinction, a deluxe size. Now I don't have a Bumblebee from the original movie, but I do have a Studio Series Volkswagen Bumblebee, and that is how these guys size up. Now this is where the size is a big difference. This is a Voyager Optimus Prime, Voyager Ironhide. In reality, the Peterbilt truck would be a lot bigger than the pickup truck. As you can see, they're both Voyagers. There you go. But in reality, Optimus should be a lot bigger. But in robot mode, as you saw before, Optimus is just a tad taller. And then last, we will do Megatron in the Cybertronian tank, which you really can't tell because he's a Cybertronian tank and there is no size comparisons taken. Okay, now, transform this guy back into the robot mode. You've got to unpeg the doors. A lot of this thing is tight. These are very tight. The feet are tight together. There. So, once you do that, you can lift up the hood by the mirrors. And these tab into here, and these tab into here. So once you get that done, just pull this whole piece down. Separate the feet. Now, just like you did before, unhook this. As you move this up, you move this down. You move this up, move that down. You move this up, and there is the slot right there where you can just slide that in, turn the wheel around, do the other side. Move this up, Move the feet down, move that up, move the feet down. There's that slot right there. That goes in, turn the tide, and now you got a Ironhide Veritech fighter. Alright, next let's unpeg this, because this is a part that hangs down in the car mode, but you need that to clip into there. So that clips into there. Let's move the light. Alright, now fold this window down and you wait. Now for the arms, let's separate the hood first. Oops, sorry about that. Now once you separate these, you move these out for right now. And the wheels, you move this in, and this will tab into that little slot. See that little tab in, fold the wheels in, make sure the arms are even. There. And now the arms. Now, this is the tricky part. What you want to do is get this tab into, you can move, his head moves, into that slot right there. So, you got to make sure this is flat, and you pull this up. There, and that goes into that one. Again, you got to make sure the arms are straight. Pull this up. And usually one side works better than the other side. This, like I said, this is the tricky part of the transformation. Alright, so that's all tabbed in. So, put Ironhide's head down. Now, what you want to do is this tab right there will go into the back of this piece. So you fold this in, they fold into that, fold this in. Whoops, and you know what? It might not be in right. Like I said, if these aren't in just right, nothing else will line up. Alright, I think that is lined. Nope, it's still not lined up right. Okay. Wheels tabbed in. This is straight. And you just gotta, like I said, folks, this is the hardest part because the way you gotta rotate this around. And actually I forgot a little step. These little silver things right here, you gotta pull these out. Always forget that. These little, I don't know what these are for, but you gotta pull them out. There, that one's done. Now let's see if we can get this side in. Let's see, the wheel. This is the hardest problem on this figure. Alright, there, I finally got him in. That door goes into that, that goes into that. And then you could fix the arms, station as you want them. Rotate them around. And there is up. And the back piece. Now you'll have a tab right there and a tab right here. We'll go into these two tabs here. Yep. You gotta fold this in first. And then do the doors. Sorry folks, on mine, this side just does not want to cooperate. And now we are done. And then let's put his weapons back on. And I gotta show you one last thing. There's one weapon. And here's the other weapon. Alright, now, what makes the Studio Series the Studio Series are the backdrops. So we're going to take out the backdrop, and And this is number 12, Transformers Studio Series, Transformers. This is Mission City Battle. And we'll put Ironhide right in the middle. And there is Mission City Battle Ironhide. So, but I won't be displaying that. I keep all my displays, all my boxes together. And that is Ironhide. So overall, I give him an 8 out of 10. Why I marked down on this is if they could somehow, they could have put a little joint here so you can fold this back so you don't see the big bumper. And just the way all that little kibble, all the stuff on the feet hanging down when he's in car mode. If they would have done it like the original and cover it up, that would have been fine. But still, this is a more movie accurate Ironhide. And I do think he's a very, very nice addition to the collection. I like how they did the car molding on the weapons. He doesn't have that much of a backpack. There you go. 4x4. He's got one little Autobot symbol. And there you go. That's Ironhide Studio Series Ironhide, number 14 of the series. Alright, thanks for watching this review. Please click and like, hit the subscribe button. Check out all my other videos. We do the Studio Series, we do Transformers in general, we do Marvel, DC, we do movie reviews. You name it, we do it. So just click and subscribe. And this is Rodimus Bill saying till all are one. Till all are one. See you next time.